Hey y'all, hey, Amanda here, and today I'm starting step 1 of the decluttering process. I don't know how well this is actually going to go, but I'm going to try. And if you'd like to see all the details on my decluttering process, I have a blog post about the rules and guidelines I'm kind of trying to follow, the categorizations I'm trying to use. So yeah, you could check out that down below. I'll have that linked in the bottom bar. But basically, since this is the first video, let me summarize it all up. I need to go through some stuff because I want to better organize my drawers, and I don't actually use everything, even though I do use a good bit of my stuff, so I just want to kind of declutter anything I'm not going to be using. I have 4 categories I'm going to be placing things in. 1, trash. 2, giveaway to friends. 3, use up immediately. And 4, keep. So, basically, I think most of them are self-explanatory, except for the use up immediately category. I have a little box of stuff on my desk, and it's just stuff that I have and I like enough to use, but I don't love. So it's stuff I just want to use up and get out of my life. So those things will be going into that little box. And actually having it on the desk in front of me does help me use up the things. So it's actually a really good idea. Fun little tip there. So let's get started. I guess let's start with blush first, and that's in this section here. I have my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. Obviously, I'm keeping that. I just got that, and I love that so much. We have the NARS Sky Bourdain, and you can see it is beat up, disgusting, well loved. And I'll be keeping that too because I really enjoy that, and I love traveling with that as well, especially in summer since it's got that bronzer. Next is the Tarantina, what is this palette called? The Doll Skin Cheek palette that came in a Wantable box. I actually really like this palette. These 2 colors are some of my favorites in winter because they've got like a lilac-y feel to them, and I just think that looks really good on me in winter, and these 2 I really like in the summer. Next we have the How About Them Apples Lip and Cheek Cream palette. Actually, this is kind of a pain in the butt to open. But these are my favorite cream blushes. They're so easy to blend in, and if you don't know what lipstick to wear, you just throw that on your lips too. So easy, really cute, really great cream products, and I recommend you check this out if you don't have it. Oh, also, you can get that on BIRCHBOX.com, so if you have BIRCHBOX points saved up and you want to get it, I would recommend getting that. Yeah, that's what I did to get mine. Next we have this 26 Shadow Blush palette from Coastal Scents. And I have to admit, I really don't use this. And I think it's just because it's such a large palette and I always have it on the bottom of the drawer. So I think I'm going to put this in the use this now pile just to see if I actually do end up using it, and if not, this will have to go. Now we have my 2 by Allegory organizing containers. If something's in this, it's because I love it, mostly. I love my Tarte blushes. I really like this little What's Up, but, like, I don't know, cream highlighters that you have to, like, I don't like the way it's made. Like, I wish it was like this, where I could just dab the brush on my cheek, but, I don't know. It's just a little messy. I think I'm going to put this in the Use Up Now category because it's not my favorite. Then we have the Offer Cream Blush. I really like that one. And the Lolly Tint. This is just a sample. I think this needs to go in the Use Up pile too because while I do really like it, it's just kind of a little tiny thing in the way. So I'm going to put this in the Use Up pile. Once again, I love my Tarte. Love my 2 Cargo blushes. These are both very pretty colors in the summertime. Not so much right at the moment. And then I have my Julep blush, which surprisingly I really love. This is a great color for spring and summer. back here I have my MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. This is in the color Comfort, and I actually won this in a Temptalia giveaway, but it is really dark. It's definitely a shimmering bronzer on me, so actually I'm going to throw this in the bronzer category and we can come back. Then we have the Mineralized Skin Finish in Stereo Rose. I bought this a few months back because I saw it in the goodbye section on the MAC website, and I'd always heard so many good things about it, so I really wanted to get it, and it is a very beautiful pinky champagne highlight. I really like this one. I like to top blushes with this because it's a little too pigmented to just be a highlight on me. This is the MAC Simpsons Collection blush in Sideshow U. I won this in a Laura Beauty giveaway, and I love this color. This is probably one of my favorite colors. Definitely a runner-up to my favorites of the year. Now this is Worldly Wealth from a recent collection, and I have no idea why I bought this. It is like dark brown, but I don't think I've really given it a fair shot. I'm going to put it over in the use up box, and if I don't end up getting to it and using it a bit, then it'll have to go into the giveaway to friends pile. This is Bred for Beauty. Gorgeous, gorgeous bright pink blush. You need the tiniest amount and you just look alive. I actually like this all year round for a really natural looking flush, but you have to be super light-handed with it. This is MAC Pink Tea. This is my first MAC blush, and it just gives me a really natural flush. I don't have to be light-handed with it. I can be heavy-handed and it doesn't look crazy. So I really like this one. And then we have my two Osborne Collection ones, which I love. I definitely love, love, love the Kelly blush. And the Sharon one I like. I don't use as much, but I do like. So, those are my blushes in my By Allegory containers. So here we have a sample I got from Birchbox of my How About Them Apples cheek palette. This is in the color Pie, and I've actually had this in my little use-up box, and I've been working to finish this up, so I have been wearing this at least once or twice a week to try and finish it up. So I'm just going to put it right back over in that box. This is the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelée, and I got this in a 500 point perk, and I just haven't even used it yet. So I need to get to using this and trying this. I'm really interested. I hear great things about them. This is a Play Beauty blush in the color Blushing. It doesn't look like much in the container, but it does give a really natural flush, much the same way that Pink Tea does, or this one from Tarte, Exposed, does. So I really like this one. I put this on when I don't want to think about what blush I'm going to wear. It's just really easy. This is an Ofra blush in the color Blush B29. Weird name for the color. It comes up. I think there was a brush in there, but I tossed, and there's a little mirror. This blush is very, very red. So I'm going to put this in the use-up pile to see how I actually really like it, because I don't remember the last time I wore it. And if I don't care for it, it's going to go in the give to friends pile. This is the Milani Illuminating Face Powder. I really like this. I like this in summertime when I don't necessarily feel like putting on a ton of bronzer. I just sweep this all over the face and it gives me a really pretty glow. I really like this product. If you could still find this, I would recommend getting one of them because it's so pretty. And in a pinch, you can put your eyeshadow brush in any of those colors and give yourself a really quick eye look. Just put your finger into the lighter color and use it as a highlight. It's a really useful, multi-purpose kind of product. Again with Milani, I have the Baked Blush in Delicioso Pink, and it's going to look like I've hardly used it, but that's because you just need the tiniest amount of this product in order for it to show up. It's so pigmented, just like crazy pigmented, so I really love this one. It's a great pink color. This is a sample from Lancome in the color Blushing Trésor. If I can open it. It is the most beautiful, like, gold peach color. I absolutely love this. This is definitely the one I take with me usually when I pack to go on trips in the summer because it's so compact since it's a sample. but it's also a gorgeous summer glowing color. Now this, the Mirabella, what is it called? Brilliant Mineral Highlighting Powder in Glowing Coral. The thing about this is, this came in a Wantable box as well. It's too pigmented to be a highlight on me, but it's really shimmery to be a blush. So I might have to play with this one. I'm going to put it in the use up box to sample, and if I don't like it, it's going to a friend. This is a CoverGirl blush. I think this is really old, in the color Plumberry Glow, but it's such a pretty color. I actually don't need this. That's trash. It's such a pretty color. It's just the prettiest, like, I wouldn't say it's plum at all, but it's just like a really lovely berry. I like that one. My poor Coralista sample. It's so beat up. Oh my god, this poor thing. Look at this. I might put this in a Z palette or something. But Coralista is gorgeous, right? Like, what a beautiful blush. And you could see I've beat this thing to hell, but yeah, really like this. I need to find a better package for it, but I love this color. So I think that's actually all of my blushes. Thank goodness. So I guess we can move on to highlighting products. Obviously, I just got these from Becca. I'm keeping these. I really like them. And I just got this Hourglass blush highlighting palette for Christmas. So I'm going to be keeping that. This Hourglass powder in Ethereal Light I used every day to set my under eye concealer. I adore this powder. This Signature Club A powder I've had for 1,000 years. I think I got it from my grandma. I just took it from her stash a million years ago. This is so old. This needs to go in the trash. I know some people say reserve your cabana from Wet n Wild. It does nothing for them. Well, me, it does show up as a very lovely shimmering highlight. So I'm going to keep this because it actually works for me really well. Then I have a Laura Mercier sample I got from a Nordstrom purchase in the color Highlight 01. This is beautiful, so beautiful. It does kind of kick up a little dust, but I mean, with a highlight, it's not too much of an issue. Love this. I think that's all of my highlighting product. Let's go into bronzers, because I have a ton here. So, as I mentioned, this is Comfort, the Mineralized Skin Finish. I think I need to give this one a better shot, and then maybe a few months down the line, if I do another decluttering video, I'll have a better idea of whether to keep it or not. So I'm just going to hold on to it for now. The Wet n Wild Color Icon Ticket to Brazil. I really love this one. It looks good on me, so I'm keeping that. My MAC Alluring Aquatic Aphrodite Shell. I use this every stinking day. I love this one, so of course I'm keeping this one. It's my go-to. And then the Bronze Goddess, my absolute summer favorite. And the brush actually is really great. The brush works really well, so I enjoy the brush too. I have this Happy Booster Physicians Formula Light Bronzer, Glow and Mood Booster Baked Bronzer. I don't know about this. It's really light, like almost to the point where it's a highlighter instead of a bronzer. So I'm going to try it as a highlighter and see how I like it. If not, it's got to go to someone else. Next we have the Pop Beauty Bronzer in the color Sun-Kissed Bronzer. And I actually haven't given this a shot because it came in an IPSY bag. I can't tell if it's matte or shimmering or I don't know. I can't tell which one it is. So I'm going to have to give this a try and then see. If not, it'll go to someone else because, I don't know, I'm not like overly thrilled about it. And then last but not least is the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer, which you can see I've made a pretty decent dent in. If I could get it in the freaking middle of the camera, you could see that. I've made a pretty good dent in. This is really good to just throw on. It's kind of shimmering but it just kind of adds a glow to the face. I wouldn't even call this a bronzer. I'd call this like a glowing powder, more along the lines of like the Hourglass kind of powders. So I really like this, and I mean, I definitely recommend buying it. The only thing about this is you can definitely feel and tell where the filler product is, since it is a cheaper product, but it doesn't show up on the skin looking strange, so that's fine. Last thing we're looking at is face base products. So concealers, foundations, tinted moisturizers, and my powders. I have two powders. I love them both. This is the Vincent Longo powder in Golden Banana. It's what I'm wearing today. It is just perfect. I don't know how they do it, but it's perfect. I love it. And this is my Studio Fix powder from MAC, and it's, once again, it's just such a great powder. It actually gives a decent amount of coverage. I love this powder. I love my two powders. I don't know what I'd do without them. And then we have concealers. So I have my two Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers. This one I love. It's absolutely perfect for the under eye, and I can use it all over my face actually, so I really like this one. This one I bought for face use. I'm not going to repurchase it once it's gone, but I have been working to use it up a lot. And then we have the Makeup Forever Full Cover Foundation, and I really don't like this. I don't know why. I've heard a lot of people online that really love this, but I don't like it. It's going in the use up pile because I'm just fairer than a lot of my friends. I really can't give this to any of them. So I'm going to use that up. Then we have my 5 foundations and or tinted moisturizers. You guys know I love this. It was in my yearly favorites. I really enjoy using the two of these mixed together. It gives really great coverage and it gives me the right color. This I use, it's a BB cream, and I use it before I use my powder foundations. And this one I don't like. I'm going to finish using up and not repurchase it again. So that was my first attempt at decluttering. And then I started with the face products, and I don't think I did very well. I only have this that I'm throwing away, and then I have several products that I've put into the use up pile, if for no other reason, just to test them and see if I like them or not. So I think this is definitely going to have to be something that I take a second look into come summertime, or maybe even continue this as part of my empties, perhaps just concluding things that I'm going to just get rid of even though they're not empty. So I'm going to think about it. I'm going to do one or the other. That's how I'm going to continue this on, I suppose, because I know I'm probably not going to love everything that I threw into my little test to use now pile. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure you'll be getting updates. I think I'll put them in my empties video, or I'll make a blog post about them. We'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to stick around for more and the rest of the decluttering series, then go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. And as always, there's always fresh content every day on amandaphenomenon.com and on my Instagram. I don't know if you guys know this, but on my Instagram, when I get new lip products, I will post swatches and reviews in the Instagram caption, so it's definitely something to keep a lookout for, so I'd highly suggest following me there too, and links down below. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!